Did you know that social engineering was ranked #1 as the top attack type that cybercriminals use? Social engineering is not about exploiting softwares or vulnerabilities, but instead exploiting human psychology. This simple but very effective threat has the power to reveal lots of sensitive info if you are not educated about it. And the worst part is, anyone has the capability to pull it off. By the end of this video, you will be able to explain what social engineering is, identify its red flags, and follow best practices to recognize and prevent social engineering from occurring. With that being said, let's begin the video. What is social engineering? Social engineering is a deceptive and manipulative technique used to exploit human psychology rather than hacking a computer system or network. Social engineering involves some sort of human interaction, either face-to-face, over the phone, or through email. This manipulative technique preys on our instincts, emotions, and trust in order to get victims to reveal sensitive information. Cybercriminals use different tactics to persuade victims to do what they want. They may pretend to be someone in authority, scare them with threats, act friendly or familiar, gain their trust, or create a sense of urgency. They do this to get the information or access they want as quickly as possible. Social engineering methods can vary, but this video will focus on the most common ones you need to be aware of: phishing, vishing, baiting, pretexting, and shoulder surfing. To start, the term phishing is used because cybercriminals use bait, like fraudulent messages, to lure victims into their traps. Just like how fishermen use bait to capture fish. Phishing involves sending fraudulent links or emails pretending to be a trusted source, like a CEO or well-known company. These messages are designed to look completely legit and are created with a sense of urgency or intimidation. This can trick victims into revealing sensitive information fast. An example of this can be a fraudulent email that claims your account has been compromised, your payment is overdue, or that you've won a prize. This urgency is meant to prompt quick action without much thought. To protect against phishing, it's crucial to be cautious when receiving unsolicited emails or messages. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading attachments from unknown sources, and verify the authenticity of messages from trusted organizations by contacting them directly. Some fraudulent messages will contain poor grammar or spelling issues, which is an easy red flag to identify. These phishing techniques can also be accomplished through a phone call, which is known as vishing. Vishing is the same thing as phishing, except the manipulation is done over a phone call. Vishing consists of a cybercriminal using a spoofed caller ID number, pretending to be a trusted individual. To protect yourself from vishing attacks, you want to always verify the caller's identity and trustworthiness before giving out sensitive information. For example, if someone calls you claiming to be Apple, then you would want to verify Apple's phone number by doing a simple Google search. Baiting is when cybercriminals make enticing false promises in order to lure victims into their trap. Cybercriminals may tempt potential victims with something they'd want, such as free or cheap digital content. This could be software, music, movies, games, or other online products. The bait can also be a valuable digital file or even a physical device like a USB drive. The bait ultimately lures victims into the installation of malware when accessed or downloaded. Since baiting attacks rely on human curiosity and unsolicited appealing offers, the best way to avoid this attack is educating users, vigilance, and skepticism. Pretexting is when a cybercriminal obtains confidential information by creating a fictional but believable scenario. The attacker's goal is to establish some sort of trust with the victim, allowing the victim to share personal details. Cybercriminals will then ask for sensitive information or get the victim to perform a certain action, like downloading a file with malware. In scenarios like this, you want to verify the identity of the other person and question unusual requests, even if it appears to be from a trusted source. Shoulder surfing is a tactic where you simply look at someone's mobile device or computer without them knowing, in attempt to gain confidential info. Cybercriminals are able to obtain usernames, passwords, PINs, and more personal information by using this method. One way you can protect yourself against shoulder surfing is to use a privacy filter. Privacy filters will only allow the person in front of the device to see the screen. There are numerous ways to prevent or recognize social engineering as a whole, one being user education. Educating individuals or employees can allow them to easily recognize social engineering tactics and prevent any loss from occurring. You also want to verify the identity of anyone requesting sensitive information or access, especially if it is unexpected. In conclusion, by combining user education and having the appropriate security measures, you can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to these deceptive tactics. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share.